Hey guys, it's Alex Hager and welcome to Legs and Abs Day. Today we're going to be training exactly what it sounds like, our legs and our abs, and I am super excited, so jump over to that next video to get started with our workout. Now it's time for 4 sets of 8 of squats. This classic compound exercise is one of the best ever and it's great for training our legs. So now we're gonna dive into this. We've got a squat rack here. We're gonna do 4 sets of 8. Now when we perform these, we wanna make sure we come down all the way to 90 and squat back up. So let's go ahead and do these. Hands just past shoulder width about. Our feet slightly apart about shoulder width. We'll get under the weight, we'll rest it in between our shoulder blades. Then we're gonna lift off, go back. And when we go down, nice, slow, and controlled. Keeping your heels planted, forcing the weight up. Now let's finish up the rest of those sets. For this next exercise, we're gonna perform a drop set. After you finish your final set, quickly decrease the weight by about 25% and perform one final set, performing as many repetitions as you can. All right, now it's time for 4 sets of 10 of prone leg curls. Now this one really focuses on our hamstrings. And if you don't have a prone leg curl machine, you can also do this on a seated leg curl, but I like the prone one. It really focuses on the back of your legs. So we're gonna sit here face down. Our knees will be just off the machine, and we're gonna curl just like we would with our arms. Now when we do these, it's really important to get a full range of motion, controlling it all the way through. You want to make sure you don't swing this whatsoever, but now it's time to finish the rest of our sets. For this next exercise, we're going to perform a drop set. After you finish your final set, quickly decrease the weight by about 25% and perform one final set, performing as many repetitions as you can. Now we're gonna do 4 sets of 10 of leg extensions. This is a great exercise for our legs and specifically our quadriceps. So you'll find this in pretty much every gym. We're gonna go ahead and sit down. When you perform these, it's really important not to swing the weight. A lot of people overcompensate with these ones. We wanna get ourselves planted, and if you use your hands, it's only to keep you in place. Then cleanly contract. Awesome. Now it's time for you to finish the rest of your sets. Now it's time to do 4 sets of 12 repetitions of a seated calf raise. So right here we have a seated calf raise machine. If you don't have one of these, a lot of other gyms also have standing calf raises, and you can do those as an alternative. Now, this exercise is great for working our legs and specifically our calf muscles. So we're gonna go ahead and sit down. So we wanna get on this machine, and then we wanna have kind of the ends of our feet on this platform here. And then we're gonna lift off. We push off, we're gonna move the holder. And we really want our heel to do most of the motion. So keep your back straight, let the weight down, and flex through all the way. So your toes stay on that platform and your heels are going up. And we're really focusing on our calf muscles here. And we can use our hands to balance, but we want all of the flexion to come from our feet. Awesome. So when we do these, we're gonna do 4 sets of 12 reps. And now it's time to finish the rest of our sets. Now it's time for a superset. We're gonna alternate between the next 2 exercises with little to no rest in between each one, completing all of our sets. Now it's time for 4 sets of 16 reps of knee-up crunches. We're gonna be doing 8 on each side. This is an awesome exercise for training our abs. So we're gonna find a mat or an area that we can train our abs. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna take one knee up, so it's about perpendicular with our body. Raise our other leg off the ground, just barely. Put your hand behind your ear without using it to assist, and you're gonna crunch to your knee. 8 on each side.
and switch.
Awesome. Now it's time to continue with the rest of our sets. Now it's time for 4 sets of 10 of V-ups. This is a great exercise for training your abs. Now these can be a little bit more difficult, so if you can't perform them, you can opt for standard crunches. But we're gonna get down on here on a mat. Go back. Have our feet straight down, our hands up. Now we wanna keep our hands all the way back, and we're gonna crunch and have our hands touch our toes. We're gonna perform this in an explosive motion, really contracting from your abs. 4 sets of 10. Awesome. Now it's time to continue with the rest of our sets. All right, now we're gonna do 4 sets of 10 reps of leg raises. This is a killer ab exercise. Now there's a couple ways we can do these. We can perform them hanging from a pull-up bar and bringing our legs up, or we can use a dip machine like the one we have here. So this is what we're gonna do. And these are a little bit more difficult. So if you struggle to perform them, we can bend our legs and do knee raises, but we're gonna try doing leg raises right now. 4 sets of 10, keep your back straight. Drop your legs, and we're gonna bring our legs up, keeping them perfectly straight, flexing from your core. Now it's time to continue on with the rest of your sets. Now it's time for leg lift holds. Now we're gonna hold these for 30 seconds and complete 3 sets of 30-second intervals. So we're gonna find ourselves a mat. This is an ab exercise, great one. And we're gonna sit down on the mat. We're gonna have our back straight. And then we're gonna lift up our feet just barely off the ground and hold it for 30 seconds. Awesome. Now it's time to continue with the rest of our sets. Now it's time to finish up our workout with some cardio. Cardio is great for optimal heart health, but even better for helping us create a larger caloric deficit. Today, we're gonna go for 60 minutes, 1 hour of cardio. Now we'll want to stick to the treadmill, elliptical, or Stairmaster. Now we're gonna wanna use a medium resistance setting, something that's difficult enough to break a sweat, but easy enough to sustain for the entire duration of your cardio.